Hey, what's up, fam? I've decided that's what I'm gonna be calling my YouTube audience is fam, because for the last couple weeks, every day when I leave my house, I've been saying "Peace out, fam." It's bright. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I know it's not as personable, but just pretend like I'm Casey Neistat for a second here, because the sun's like right here. I've been saying "Peace out, fam," and so now that's like how he and I say bye to each other in the morning. So like when I left this morning, we both were like, "Peace out, fam." I was like, I'm gonna start saying it on my channel. So all my videos, I'm gonna start signing off with "Peace out, fam." So the Youth Factor audience, I've been trying to look at what I'm gonna call them. I've called you guys like the Youth Factor Nation. Didn't like that. Call you guys fam, because that's what it's like, right? As you know, as that's how a church should be, right? It's like brothers and sisters in Christ. I know it's getting a little old school there, but you know, from now on, boom, that's the audience, fam. You guys are fam. All right, what is this about? Okay, so the YouTube channel, you guys, I've been posting again a lot of my vlogs. I've been posting some sermons. I've been talking a little bit about, you know, how I'm recommitted to the vlog and how it's going to actually be one of the main things I do and one of the most important things I do as far as my time goes. And I've been thinking of how to build out content, because as of right now, I'm not daily vlogging. I want to, but I'm just not ready to make that commitment yet. So I'm thinking like, oh, what are other ways I can supplement? And I was like, well, you know, when I preach on Wednesdays or Sundays, I can post that on the channel. So you can see I uploaded like 5 or 6 of my old youth messages. Problem is, with the new format of youth, used to I preached almost every single Wednesday, but with the new format of youth, I'm only preaching like once or twice a month now, because we're doing different stuff. We have like game nights, bring a friend type game nights. We'll do more devotional. Like last night we had a discussion, which I could have recorded, I just kind of forgot. But I wasn't preaching, I was just sitting in my little office chair, and the students were on couches and chairs, and we just had a little devotional time. So I'm mixing it up a little bit. So I'm like, man, that's only gonna be like 1 to 2 times a month that I'm gonna be able to put a sermon on there. And then it's like a 40 something minute sermon. So that's not, you know, even if I did have it every day, that's not necessarily the best. And I was like, you know what, I need to do a Bible study. I've been watching Cody Warner, and he does these live streams. I've never even thought of, like, I always did Google for my live streams, and then they put on here. I did a lot of that with a business I used to do and a network I was in. I was like, I should do live streams. He does these live streams all the time. That's a really good idea. And I can do like a Bible study. So that is the plan. I'm going to be doing because I want to come to you guys. My goal is for you. You know, if you grew up in a Christian home, you probably had like a mom or a grandmother who got up every day and had their Bible, had like their tea or coffee, and had like a devotional. And they would go and they would start their day off with devotional. Both my mom and grandma have always done that. My sisters have done that. I've never been able to do that, because with the exception of when I was a kid, someone bought me this little Petra devotional that I absolutely love. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold, so that's why my voice might be a little different. And my voice is messed up from youth last night, from like fighting a cold and then still doing youth and talking for however long I was talking. So anyways, I've never been able to find, like, I've always thought they're cheesy. I've gotten better. Like when I first heard about the whole soap thing, I was like, that's the lamest thing ever. But if you've ever seen any of my, well, on this channel too, and particularly on my Geekter channel, I've done a bunch of that. I've just gotten into the discipline of doing it, even though I didn't think it. My thing was like, you know, I don't think it's the best way, but it's better than doing nothing. So I've gotten used to that. I've been doing the Bible plans on the Bible app, reading through those, even though that's not traditionally how I like to do it. And I'm getting better at it. And my thing is like, you know what if I did like a daily Bible study for students? Because it's hard, you know, to just be like, oh, I want to read my Bible every day and have a time of you know, have a Bible study. And I gotta get a tripod for this. It's starting to hurt my arm. And my thought was like, yeah, a lot of students are like, oh, I wish I spent more time reading my Bible, and I wish I spent more time, you know, studying the Bible, but I just don't understand it, or it's boring, or I fall asleep, or I don't have time. I was like, what if I did like an online, like, yeah, that's genius. I'm looking for content on my channel. I'll do an online Bible study where you guys can join on and we can do it together. Excuse me a second, I'm gonna cough. Not feeling the best today. You guys can be praying for me and my family. They're all kind of fighting the cold. So anyways, with that said, that's my plan. Now, I have found a Bible plan I'm gonna use. It's called John Blog, and it's a 3-week one we'll start off with, and it takes 3 weeks to cover the first 13 verses of John 1. So it's John 1 through 13. And it's a whole 3 weeks just to get through those 13 verses. So it's nice and slow. It's not one of these read a Bible in a year where we have to read 12 chapters of the Bible a day. With the exception of the first day, which they basically just want you to read all 13 verses. Every day is like one verse. So you're reading one verse, you're reading a little devotional and one verse of the Bible, and then you're supposed to think about it and pray about it, and then we'll discuss it in the Bible study. So what'll happen is you need to go, if you don't already, get your phone and get the Bible app, the YouVersion, I believe it's called. It's just the Bible. I don't even think about it anymore. I think it's called the YouVersion. It's from lifechurch.tv. If you look at the publisher, Lifechurch something, I don't know if it's still .tv, but Lifechurch is the one who made it back in the day. And if you go to the bottom, there's a button that says Plans. Click on Plans, and then in the search box, type in, and it's cool, you can do all kinds of stuff. So if you're really depressed, you can type in depression or depressed. I try to put those together. If you're feeling like, what is love? I don't know if I know what real love actually is. You can put in, you can all these topics, but for this, to put in John Blog, and the cover looks like, one is called John Blog, and I don't think there's a lot of, it's not like we're putting in thankfulness and a whole bunch of them pop up. Should be the only one called John Blog, but then it's gonna have a picture of like a forest path or something like that, and then it says John Blog on it. It's not the greatest graphic, and it's actually a pretty terrible graphic actually, but that's the plan. Hit subscribe, and then you can pick your options if you want it public, private, blah blah blah. Maybe I'll figure out how to do it to where we're all in a shared group, but I just use them for myself. I'm not used to that. My wife's in a shared group. Maybe I'll figure that out and we can all be in it together, and we can all see each other's notes and progress and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I'll work on that for next time. So I want you to go subscribe to that or follow that, and then what'll happen is we'll start it tomorrow, and so from now until tomorrow, you need to go read John 1 through 13, or chapter 1 verses 1 through 13. So you just have an idea. You don't have to get too deep in it. You just be familiar with it and read the devotional on there. And I'll actually show you. The first one will be you read the devotional, and then it takes you and you read those 13 verses. And then tomorrow when we jump on, we'll discuss it. So if you have any questions, write them down. If you had any thoughts, write them down. Anything like that. I suggest you get a journal and have a prayer journal, and keep notes and stuff in that. And then tune in tomorrow to the Bible study, and you can, in the comments and stuff, you can post your questions, you can post things that you realize and thought of and all that kind of stuff, and we'll get this online community going. We'll have this daily Bible study, and my goal is to do it as best I can every single day. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be at Busch Gardens tomorrow night, but I will stop and go find a place and we'll go through it, which actually brings me to my next thing. Let me know what is the best time for you guys. So I know school's starting up, so the middle of the day is out. So at first I was thinking I'd do it in the morning, but then I realized, one, my morning's a lot earlier than your mornings, and especially if you're not, on the East Coast. So if you're on the West Coast, my morning is your 1:30. So that's not gonna work. I have to be at school a lot earlier than you guys do. There's also, I thought of my lunch break, but I'm not sure if you guys, we won't have the same lunch breaks. So if I do it on my lunch break, then for you, that might be first period or something. And I was well, maybe after school, but again, who's after school? So I'm thinking evening, because if I do it in the evening, people on my time zone, it's going to be in the evening, and people on the West Coast or the Midwest, it's going to be after school type thing. So I'm thinking that's going to be the best, because if I do it, let's say by 4 o'clock on the West Coast, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 7, it's still early. I was thinking more 9. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what time you think. I'm probably going to shoot for somewhere between 7 and 9 tomorrow, just kind of depending on what's going on. But then as I get feedback from you guys, we'll establish a time, so that way you guys don't have to guess. We'll establish, the first few days might be a little rocky as far as here and there and whatever. I might try a couple different times and see what you guys think. But we'll set an established time, so at such and such time every day, you can, bring it up, go, and when you get the notification too, if you're subscribed, if you hit the bell, and then we can do the study together. Also, let me know on possible topics. So this one's going to go 3 weeks. After it's done, I'll need a new one. So let me know what you guys are interested in. there's just about everything you can conceive of in there as options. So yeah, this will be fun. This will be good, I think. So go sign up to that John blog when it's free. The app's free. The plans are free. Go subscribe, whatever their term is. Follow, subscribe, whatever. That John blog. Read through that first one, day 1, and then tune in tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna be at Busch Gardens on a youth trip, so I'll try to get away somewhere in that 7 to 9 period. We'll be there until about 10 o'clock, so I'll try to get away at somewhere there in the park where maybe it's a little bit quieter or something, and we can go live. And yeah, I'm excited about this. I think this is gonna be awesome. I'm still doing the vlogs. Don't worry, I'm not like doing this instead of the vlogs. I'll still be. I got actually a bunch of really awesome episodes coming out in the next couple weeks. I'm really excited about some of the episodes and stuff we're doing. I'll be vlogging Busch Gardens. It'll be good. So let's do it. And if you're watching this and you're like, oh, that sounds cool, but make sure you're actually subscribed to the channel and you hit the bell, so that way when I go live, you can get the notification that Youth Factor is live and you can jump into the Bible study. All right, that's it for now, guys. Go get all that set up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.